UST now leading 2 sets to 1, 25-22, 23-25, and 25-17. It was a close one until towards the end of set number 3 when napako itong Tamaraws. They were neck and neck all the way. At one point, both teams led by as much as 2 or 3 points. And Major Rojas not a factor as much as she was back in set number 2. And for those of you who just tuned in, Major Rojas, one of the key tall players of FEU, still suffering from a MCL sprain, came in and restored order in the offense of FEU, thus winning set number 2 for them. Pero set number 3, it was too much of Julian Caballejo and too much of Maru Banatikla down the stretch.
That's right. Julian Caballejo really spearheaded that run of UST. 5 or 6 straight points off of that outside set from Di Maculangan. He converted all of them, so that gave them a huge cushion here in the third set. When it was her turn to serve in the back row, it was Banatikla who continued scoring also from the same area. And the defense of FEU not able to cope up with the strong attack of, kita natin, they had difficulty in picking up those jigs. Even Rhea Di Maculangan saw an opportunity to and took advantage of that confused FEU defense in the third set. Vargas still hasn't been her usual self so far. UST having 14 attacks, comparing it to 11 for FEU. Blocks 2 for UST, only 1 for FEU, and the rest, of course, in UST's favor.
This is the set that will determine if FEU deserves to move forward as they need to win it. Otherwise, they'll back up for the season. UST on the verge of finishing it and preparing for an Ateneo rematch. Off to a good start is Judy Caballejo and the Tigresses.
I've seen Coach Oji teach her Caballejo, try to change the spike of Caballejo. Finally, she gets it. Kasi masyadong mahina yung follow-through ni Judy. Pagdating sa taas, tumitigil. So her swing actually decelerates at impact, which is not the right way to hit the ball. Scientific yun, Eric. Kita mo naman.
I'm still trying to understand kung rin pinagit mo with the deceleration and everything. Ala ko, nakabalik ako sa physics back in the day. All right, let's see the UST plan if they can and how they will close out set number 4 as we check in with Bea Coronel.
Well, early in that previous set, Coach gave them the instruction of not giving it to the libero, and this is something that worked for them in the long run. Now, for this set, he wants them to employ that same method, although for now, as early as starting from the service area, he said that this would give them the opportunity to gain points. Now, with their focus and confidence intact, Coach wants to see more organization from the girls, something that will follow from trust, communication, and coverage, allowing them to create more opportunities to score. Now, giving them the go signal to unleash all they have going for them, Coach Oji expects the girls to go all out, minimize their errors, and just perform the way they train for. Eric and Ian?
Thanks, Bea. I guess that's a good idea to iwas mo yung bola sa number 1 receiver, no? Sa liga, which is Christine Agno, or who is Christine Agno of the Lady Tamaraws. 3-0 start para sa UST here in set 4. Basas. Ortiz. Ball still alive. Easy over para sa FEU. Middle hit. Good dig by Morado. Here comes FEU. Nice save from Banatikla. Caballejo readjusts. C off to the other side.
Nice from Basa.
Through the block.
First point para sa FEU here in set number 4. And for more about the Lady Tams, let's listen in to Victor Lopez.
Coming into this set, it's obviously do or die for the Lady Tamaraws, but Coach Ness wants his girls to remain calm. Calmly assess every situation because they cannot afford any screw-ups right now. Second, he told his girls that though there is a sense of urgency for them, they cannot be in a rush to do anything. Instead, they should do things at their own pace so that they can gain control. To end, the girls spoke among themselves about their faults and how to correct them, as well as just to motivate themselves, going so far as to say that they will win this set and force a 5th one. Eric and Ian?
Thank you, Victor. That's the way to go. I mean, be positive about it and sort of proclaim it. You'll take it, you'll win it. And if you believe in it enough, you can do it, but not with the way they're starting out set number 4. These poor receptions really hurting FEU.
And I think that That's the instructions of Coach Mamon. Try to avoid Agno in the reception. You've got 5 other players to choose from. Yun ang ginagawa niya.
5-1. Doc, laki ng lamang agad ng UST very early. And this is going to be a test again for the Lady Tams if they can recover here and mount their own run.
They're giving it to the other players and not to Agno.
Caballejo.
Through the block.
She was on top of that ball and no amount of blocking will deny her a point in that play.
He's not done.
(6-1) set number 4 UST.
They still go to Basas. Oh.
Too far to reach.
Dimakulangan had to chase after it. Medyo nahuli na siya sa paghabol. Thus, a 3-point para sa FEU.
And it was actually Banaticla's dig that was that fault. Masyadong mabilis yun. Manggagaling si Rhea sa likod. So pagka ganun yung setter, and if you're the one to dig it, dapat medyo pataas lang to make it easier for the setter to chase down that.
Speaking of easier,
yeah,
FEU, if they're not making things any easier for themselves, they're down by 5 and they throw away a serve.
Serving for the Lady Tigers.
7-2.
it's too low.
Great hit, Majori Rojas.
Yes,
really such a talent, this kid. Ganong kalakasan yung talo, no? Pero possible to return.
Well, Majori's a left-handed attacker, so natural sa kanya. But based on her movement, kita mo talagang iniingatan pa rin niya yung landing niya, pati yung take-off niya.
Free ball, a rare one para sa FEU, and they take advantage. Majori Rojas, 2 straight points para sa FEU, and they are within 3.
Majori Rojas, I really admire the heart and the determination of Majori Rojas.
That's an ace.
Great serve coming from Basas. That was right between 2 players and right on the line. In between kumaan yung bola, in between Lastimosa and Morado of UST.
Service.
Now FEU within striking distance, only down by 2.
Ganda ng serve. Nice serve.
Banaticla. Agno with a beautiful dig. Agno.
Galing talaga.
She's like a wall, and Vargas right in the face of Morado, libero of UST. And don't look now, FEU is within 1, 6-7.
Plus 1 point.
After being down by 5.
Tigers 4 set. Tony Basas. Serving.
Another beautiful serve. And an easy put away by Rojas. 3 points off the 7 points of UST coming from Rojas alone.
Yes.
Doc, ano?
Great middle blocker. Great anticipation. And
Tied at 7.
Maritoni serving perfectly.
That's a factor as well. Hindi makaset up ang UST because of all these serves. Binati mo.
Hindi na ako magsalita eh.
UST gets lucky. Gets an easy point off the service error by Basas, but FEU is just within 1 in set number 4. Assistant coach Shaq De Los Santos, formerly the head coach of UST, and I'm pretty sure he knows some of the tricks of the trade ng UST. Oh, former Tiger
MVP of the men's division. JP Torres. And,
was that 2 straight or 3 straight championships for JP Torres and the Tigers? 4 nung naglalaro pa siya, no?
4-peat.
Wow.
And they're going for a 5th this year because they're in the final 4.
They're ranked number 2. And yung matchup na yun, yung 2 and 3 matchup, will be live 10 a.m. sa Saturday ng umaga dito sa arena. But you can see if you can't make it live dito at 10 in the morning, panoorin nyo na sa TV. Right after the live coverage of the women's matchup at 2 o'clock Sabado.
Here in the Final Four, we only have 2 game days, Wednesday and Saturday.
Oo. Wala tayong linggo.
Yeah.
Just an advisory to all of the televiewers out there. 8-all. Oh, by the way, makakalaban ng UST is Adamson sa Sabado. Panatikla is blocked. Panatikla, oh, that's 4 touches, and she knew it. No complaints from her.
The set was a bit low, and she still hit it with the same approach. No adjustments made, and she knew that was into the tape.
And Doc, after being down by 5,
Yeah.
FEU up by 1-9-8 set number 4. And every time they get a run, they throw away a point, ano?
They waste it with those service errors. It's a 3-point there for UST.
9-all, set number 4. If UST wins this, it's all over. They advance to meet Ateneo. If FEU wins this set, and we'll see a set number 5. Vargas puts in 100% there. Medyo nahuli yung set, hinintay ni Ortiz. Ooh, Vargas off speed finds the middle open hole sa depensa ng UST.
No blockers went up with Vargas that time. And that's a no-no. That's the number 1
Exactly.
attacker.
May Rojas for FEU.
Majorie Rojas serving 10-9.
Nice.
Oh, Panatikla. When she gets the kind of set she wants, that's the result.
Plus, again, Wineth Eulalio, the center blocker, went with Ortiz with the running. So, talagang naiwan yung single block for FEU against Maru.
Tied at 10. Banatikla.
10-all. Vargas. Nice save by Baniel. Down the line for Lastimosa.
Down the line.
Well-placed shot. Hitting it into the corner, avoiding the block. She was looking at that area the whole time. Nice play.
UST now up by 1. 11 serving 10. Wineth. Bounces off the block of Lastimosa. Point FEU. Exchanging blows lang dito.
Yes, Eulalio's been making a living with that running spike.
Tied at 11. Rose Vargas serving for FEU.
Nice serve.
Close serve there.
Set was too low for Wineth. That's a free ball for UST. Let's see what they do. A nice dump by Ortiz.
Set too close to the net. Ortiz making the adjustment. The veteran that she is then forced the issue. Power tip.
And it all started dun sa maling set ni C para kay Wineth Eulalio na naging free ball, ano? UST 12 serving 11. Basas. Really, Basas.
Through the block.
Even with that very thin frame, that's a lot of power.
She gets that ball at the full extension of her arm, so it's so hard to block her attacks.
Little wet spot on the floor. Kaya naghihintay si Giselle C for the whistle, allowing her to serve. 12-all. Both teams just trading punches here in set number 4. But obviously, that plays to the advantage of UST. FEU can't afford to just trade punches. Caballejo restores the lead back to Uste.
It's going to be a case of who blinks first at this in this fourth set. In a seesaw battle.
Micah Ortiz for UST.
Ortiz too wide on the serve.
3 points now for FEU.
Morado comes in to replace Ortiz, who's practically useless para sa FEU in the back row.